Oh, yeah, we like big butts and we cannot lie. So remember, life may be a highway, but we promise we won't save the best for last as we jump back to the 90s on this all-new episode of Totally 80s and 90s Recall. Hello and welcome. On this podcast, we take a look at everything the 80s and 90s had to offer from music and movies to television and pop culture. We'll do this by providing our personal experiences and hopefully stir some awesome memories, fun, and nostalgia along the way. If you're new to the show, we're so excited that you found us. And for our returning listeners and subscribers, it's great to have you back. I am one of your hosts, David, joined as always by a dude who loves humping around. It's my good friend, Rob.
Every time.
Humping
around. All right, we want to welcome all of our folks that are having a good day. And you know you are having a good day if your day consists of no barking from the dog, no smog, your mom is cooking a breakfast with no hog, you getting your grub on, but you don't pig out, you've got a drop top and you know how to hit the switches. Last week you messed around and got a triple-double. The Lakers are beating the Supersonics. You're hitting Fatburger at 2 a.m, and you don't have to use your AK. So if any of those are on your list, you're having a good day.
Having a good day.
Yeah.
Yeah. The triple double's odd. We played a lot of pickup basketball. Do you know what it would take to get a triple double? Normally those games are only like till 11 or 12. So
I don't know if I ever had a triple double.
I don't know how you're getting all those points and all those things.
But if I had a nickel for every time I had to use my AK.
Yeah, I'd have no nickels. Well, those are some interesting lyrics.
Yeah,
we'll see if anyone can figure those out.
Do you know how to hit the switches?
I think they're just those little flip up things. But I never had anything with the hydraulics on it, so I wasn't jumping up and down the streets. The Tercel had no hydraulics, so unfortunately, or I would have hit the switches. Hitting the corners in those Lolos, girl, right? So anyway, Rob, what are we going to talk about for this week's episode?
So today we are talking about our favorite songs of 1992.
92. Yeah, so what we've done here is we've each selected our top 5 favorite songs from 1992. Seems like a small list for such a big year. But in 92, well, we're both in high school. I'm in high school, for sure.
92,
yeah.
But that's my freshman year.
Freshman year, yeah. So we're both in high school. Some cool things about 92. Aladdin, top movie at the box office. You know you loved Aladdin. Robin Williams. Reservoir Dogs came out introducing everyone to Quentin Tarantino. And Tom Cruise rocked Jack Nicholson and A Few Good Men. Nirvana's Nevermind hit number 1, changing music. Criss Cross jumped onto the hip-hop scene.
It changed music?
Nirvana.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We can debate that later, right?
All right. No, that's good. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. Here, you're going to like this. Blue Jays won the World Series.
Joe Carter.
The Toronto Blue Jays. No, Joe Carter was 93.
Oh, okay.
92, they beat the Braves, I think like in 6 games.
Okay.
Bulls won their 2nd straight NBA Finals with old Michael Jordan. And the Washington Redskins, now the Washington Commanders, won the Super Bowl, beating the...
I don't know.
Oh, no?
I
forgot completely. Denver Broncos?
No.
Yeah. Okay, we dumped that out. All right. And The Cosby Show aired its final episode, and Bill Clinton was elected president of the United States.
That went well.
So 1992.
Yeah.
Caught you mid-sip there.
Mid-sip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta have.
Oh, those are good things for 92.
Good things for 92.
Yeah.
Anything else for 92?
No, I got nothing. Freshman year. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Nothing.
No. Those are all good ones.
Those are all good ones. That had nothing to do with your freshman year.
No.
All right.
No.
Basketball? Freshman basketball.
Oh, yeah. Freshman basketball.
Okay. Freshman baseball.
Yeah, I quit that.
Oh, okay. At least
I didn't even make a full season.
At least you tried, right?
Yeah.
So, well, don't tell my heart that you can't handle the truth. And let's figure out why everyone wants effects for some reason as we look at our favorite songs of 1992. Well, we're going to grab an umbrella, head into the bridge to get out of this November rain And Rob, warm me up with your number 5.
My number 5 is They Want Effects by DOS Effects.
Shiver Me Timbers.
My first CD.
Ever. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great song.
So yeah, DOS Effects continue. Did you know they continue to record to this day?
Yeah, that makes sense.
No.
What else are they
I
going
would
to
have
do?
thought they'd been long gone.
Do you think they have other skills to like?
You don't hear about
What
it
would be
once.
funnier is if you're like, oh, they broke up and now they're both architects. I don't know, something like that. Anyway,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The song peaked at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Ooh,
And they named themselves DOS, standing for Dre and Scoob.
Dre and Scoob.
The effects, meaning effects.
Yes,
So,
just
there
a
you go.
shortened version of effects. We don't want to spell that whole word out.
That's right.
So, well,
That
that's
was
a
the
good
thing. We shortened everything back in 92.
Yes, we did. We still shorten it now. Like when we take podcast and make it pod.
Yes. Don't do that.
That is shortening
Nope.
in 2023.
Nope.
Well, that's a good start. But my first one coming in hot with one of the, I would probably venture to say, best TV bands of all time. It is How Do You Talk to an Angel by The Heights.
That's really dumb.
Nope, never gets old.
It's very stupid.
It's great. Name a better TV band.
I is
I can only think of one that would even rival it, and that's Jesse and the Rippers.
what about Zack Attack?
Yeah, it's good too.
Yeah.
Those are also really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll give you that.
Give me that.
Yeah.
Well, this was number 1 for 2 weeks on the Billboard Hot 100. As I said, not a real band. Awesome nonetheless. Made for a TV show. Lead singer Jamie Walters, after the band broke up, joined Beverly Hills 90210 as Ray Pruitt, Donna Martin's boyfriend, who didn't turn out to be a nice guy. But for you 90210 fans out there, you know what happened. Song was also number 3 in Australia. So down under, they do in fact know how to talk to angels.
That's really dumb.
What? You're saying the Australians are dumb? Is that what you just putting out
No.
for everyone? Oh, the song?
Jamie Walters.
Jamie Walters.
That's a dumb pick.
Well, first of all, it's The Heights, not just Jamie Walters. So
Well,
it was number 1 song for 2 weeks on the US One Hot.
you should be
100.
ashamed that made any of
great.
your lists.
Well, I'm not ashamed. I would get a T-shirt, wear it proudly, with Jamie Walters on the front.
You would. All right.
It would be great.
Well, all right. My number 4 is.
It's not there.
It is there.
Oh, you found it.
I found it. There's a lot of buttons and switches.
A lot of buttons.
Switches. I'm hitting the switches.
You are. Look at you tie it in.
Hey.
The segues are great.
This is Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Chili Peppers.
Yeah. I don't even. Kind of an iconic song, right? So this song has become an inspiration to other artists and remains a seminal component of the alternative rock movement.
Why is it an inspiration?
I don't know. That's what the notes say. That's what the writer put in there. Our
Is that
writers
song
put
any
that
more
in.
inspirational than other rock songs? No.
No. In September of 22, Under the Bridge became one of the fewer than 20 songs that is 30 years or older to reach 1 billion streams on Spotify.
Nice.
Yeah. This was it came out March 2nd of 92.
Good song.
Yeah, there you go.
I just remember the video. He was running around shirtless.
Yeah, and then there's the guy with he's wearing like a weird beanie and he's playing a guitar.
Flea?
Was it Flea?
No, it was the other guy.
Yeah,
John something was his name.
Frusciante
or-
or something.
Yeah, something like that. He was supposed to be a good guitarist. I think he had some drug problems, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
But he couldn't like drive or something.
All right. Well, DOS Effects, then Red Hot Chili Peppers, you are moving along in the right direction.
Yeah.
Not as good as The Heights, but you're doing very well for yourself to start this thing off.
Debatable.
So for my number 4, let's flip our clothes around the wrong way because it is Jump by the one and only Chris Cross.
Good choice. Believe that. Believe that.
Remember that from the video?
Jump.
They had some switches in that video too. The cars were hopping. A lot of starter gear.
And people actually did this. They said,
did
"Oh, that's
what?
a good idea. We're going to turn our clothes."
I will say I did not see anyone myself with their clothes backwards.
You never saw anybody?
Maybe small children, but I think that was accidental. I don't know that they were following behind Crisscross, right? So, well, Rob, good news. This song was number one for 8 weeks. So for 2 straight months. This is the longest running number one since The Police's Every Breath You Take. Number one or top 10 in just about every country in the world that I could find. Memorable music video. As we were talking, had the switches, had the starter gear. They're wearing their clothes backwards. It's Crisscross. What else can you say?
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
It was everywhere. I had this cassette single.
Single.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cassette single.
It's a good single.
What was their other one? They had another one.
They had another one.
They had another big
Warm It Up, Chris.
Warm It Up, Chris. There you go.
I'm about to.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was born to do.
That's what you were born to do. All
Maybe.
right. My number 4.
Well, you already gave your number 4.
No, my number 4. My number 3
You're strong with the counting today.
is,
Well,
I don't know. I like this one a lot.
Yes.
If I can find it.
you forgot how to use your computer.
I did. Nothing else matters.
The Metallica ballad.
Such a good one.
You know, a lot of their hardcore fans not happy about this song
Why?
because it didn't sound
not hard
like
enough.
Metallica.
Yeah.
I like it, but they were less pleased.
Yeah.
Thought they sold out.
Sold out.
Well, hardcore fans would tell you the whole Black album was a sellout, but that's okay. I liked it.
Did you know that MTV will not air this video during daytime hours anymore because it features nudity in the form of pinup posters and Playboy centerfolds that are taped up in the studio?
Oh,
Because it's kind of like a biographical video, right?
Yeah. When you were going down the nudity road, I was afraid Lars had no clothes on or something.
No.
So, okay.
No.
I know he drums shirtless sometimes, but that's okay.
Yeah. I think drummers are.
Do you know
allowed that.
Lars was a tennis prodigy?
Yeah, he's like rich.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
No.
He didn't struggle.
He didn't. No, he's never struggled. Went from rich to richer.
Yeah. No.
But he was a tennis prodigy. I think he's from like Denmark or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
Germany?
Germany. No, Denmark.
No, I think it's Denmark.
All right. We'll agree to disagree, but I think I'm right.
All right.
Okay.
He's foreign.
So yeah. Well, you've got 3 pretty good shots right out the cannon.
those are
here.
good ones.
So I'm going to stay on the rock ballad trip here, and we're going to go to a song that has a really long running time and a really iconic video from 1992. It is November Rain from Guns N' Roses.
Ooh.
There's a full orchestra in here. You got strings, you got horns, you got piano, Slash on guitar.
And like a mini movie video.
The mini movie that
Yeah.
makes no sense. He gets married, then it rains on him, and his wife dies. She's allergic to rain. Maybe.
How do you get that she's allergic to rain?
She dies from the rain. She died after the wedding. She died. Everyone else lived. Everyone else lived from the wedding but her.
Okay.
So was it acid rain? I'm not sure what happened there. This was number 3 for 2 weeks on the Hot 100. Complicated long video we've just been discussing. One of the most expensive ever, over $1 million.
Wow.
And this was off the Use Your Illusion 1 album. Actually, a double album, Use Your Illusion 1, Use Your Illusion 2. But November Rain was on 1. And it currently is the 4th longest song to enter the Billboard Hot 100 all time. So, yeah, long song, like I told you.
Yeah. Also had the song as a cassette single. I do remember cruising around and you would play it on loop.
It's good.
And you ruined it.
You can't ruin it.
Yes, you can.
Just because you heard it more than once.
Yeah.
That doesn't ruin it.
It's a good
Just
song,
means you get to hear it more often.
All right.
So
If you say so.
I had the double CDs. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Illusion 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah. I did too. Columbia House.
I had a lot of stuff from Columbia.
Columbia House took a lot of my money.
I got a lot of CDs, and I won't say they took a lot of my money.
Did you get the 10 for $1 or
Something like that. Yeah. And then you had to buy so many later. Maybe I just didn't buy the ones later.
Well, I would always forget to send it back. They
Yeah,
would
and then
send
they-
you the free money.
And then they charge you like $30 for that CD.
And
Yeah.
that's how they got you.
That's how they get you.
I was like, oh, I'll send it back. Too late.
Send it back.
All right. What are we at? My number 2? My number 2?
I will say yes.
My number 2 is, I like it. It's a classic.
Yes. The Chronic.
Oh,
Wow. That is. But that's the line.
We did not.
That's the way it goes. We'll put an E on this one.
Yeah. Funky stuff.
That is one of the catchiest / memorable choruses of the 90s.
No, I agree. Did you know this song was selected by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as one of the 500 songs that shaped rock and roll?
It should be.
I agree with that.
100%.
Yeah, this came out November 19th of 92.
Yeah.
No, I remember getting this. Also, this was a Columbia House purchase.
Columbia House.
Yeah, loved it.
Loved it. Switches were flipped to this song, too.
Oh, lots of. Yeah.
In the video.
There was the little kid
Like
in
the
video.
little kid, he freezes. Yeah. And then the one girl's playing volleyball, and the dude pulls his her bikini top down.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and Warren G's in the video holding a piece of paper.
Yeah, his cousin.
But he doesn't have any parts yet because he's not Warren G yet.
No.
He's just related to Dr. Dre.
What
is Dr. Dre's real name?
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, good one. Give yourself the thing. Yep,
I don't
100%.
know. What is it?
Well, I'll let you look that up.
Dang it.
Yeah, dang it.
You don't know it.
While
Do
you
you
are
know it?
looking that up.
Do you know it really? Or you're acting like you don't? You don't know
I
it.
do know it.
You're
While
so
you
full of
look it
crap.
up, don't leave our listeners hanging. While you look that up, I'm going to head over to a little place that keeps me protected by Kevin Costner.
Oh.
And that's on the Bodyguard soundtrack because this is I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston.
Oh.
Maybe one of the best covers of all time.
I got this CD for Christmas 1992.
I might not know a better song performance. People might go to Celine Dion or whatever, but for me, it would be this from Whitney.
Yep.
I mean, those notes are a little insane. And
It's not that hard.
And I'm a sucker for some good saxophone. Good, smooth sax.
Yeah. You are. You're a sucker
Oh,
for
that's really good, that saxophone.
all kinds of
really.
solos.
I do like solos,
Yeah.
but saxophones are really good. This was number one for 14 weeks in 92 and early 93 off the, as I just said, Bodyguard soundtrack. Wonderful movie. Everyone should watch that. Cover of a Dolly Parton song, probably best cover of all time, and a much superior version. It earned Whitney 2 Grammys and multiple other awards, and is considered one of the greatest love songs of all time.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Did you
Those are
play
all-
this for your wife?
No.
So this would have been a good one.
No.
Yeah. During your courtship, this could have helped.
I don't. know.
Although
I
she married
didn't-
you,
I didn't
so
need
guess
any
you didn't
help.
need it. She
help.
did marry you, so I guess you didn't need it after all.
At the time, I didn't need any help.
Would have been good, though.
Can use some help now, maybe.
No, it's fine. Well, after
that's
this, go
fine.
play it for her.
Oh yeah.
She will love it.
Would
So-
would that meet your definition of a booty jam? It's a slow booty jam. Is that a category? Slow booty jam?
I would just say that's a love song.
Just a
Booty
love song.
jams are different.
Different.
Like
Serves a
this
different
is
purpose.
like candlelight listening music.
Okay.
Booty jams are for a different part of the evening.
Oh.
So, well, that gets us through. That gets us through to our number twos. So before we reveal our number ones, let's head on over to the cut line. Slice it up. As we put our list together, we often find it very difficult to rank just 5 in each category. So for this segment, we will each identify one song that just fell out of our top 5 and also identify an honorable mention. This is a song that we missed the first time around, but found sometime later, or maybe that we just didn't appreciate at the time and we really like today. So Rob, what is your first cut?
My first cut is
Ooh, fantastic.
good one.
Yes.
My kids, when this comes on,
Not a song that came
it's a single.
out
No,
in 92.
no.
Originally.
Well, re-released 92.
Re-released.
Yeah. For which movie?
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't insult me. The other question,
No, I'm just
the
kidding.
question I gave you about his real name, that was a legit question.
You don't know the answer.
Asking
to
me
it.
about this is not a legit question.
All right, so this is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, obviously, October 31st. Actually, October 31st, 1975.
Yes.
Then it came out in 92. The song enjoyed renewed popularity in the United States after being featured in a scene in the film Wayne's World.
Yes. Party on, Rob.
Yeah, my favorite part of that is when I'm driving and this song comes on, the kids and I will all sing along. But then there's when the head banging part comes on, and Wayne,
Oh.
yeah, in the back seat, they all
You've heard the story that Dana Carvey didn't know this song? Never heard it.
Really?
And so when he's like mumbling through the lyrics, not lip syncing them correctly, it's because he doesn't know them. He actually had never heard the song before they played it in the movie.
Really?
So, yeah.
I did not know that.
Trivia. That's a big win for me. So,
You still don't know.
That's a great song. You haven't researched. You were going to get back to us. You have not got back to us yet. So, great song. My cut sticks with the theme of 92. Apparently, we were very jumpy in 1992 because this is another song about jumping. It is Jump Around by, of course, House of Pain. I like that bagpipe sound they meshed in the background. Remixed perfectly.
I can't get it down.
You can't hear that bagpipe and not know what this song is. Everyone.
Get down.
So that song's forever. That today. It's one of the most recognizable songs of the 90s, I would say. Still plays at sporting events.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say.
It's in movies.
That's where
Mrs.
you hear it.
Doubtfire. It's everywhere. Everyone still knows that song. It's been, 30 plus years, and that song's still hanging around. Hit number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Classic video shows a parade. They're in a pub in Boston. But they were pretty much a one-hit wonder.
The Boston Parade or something. Yeah,
it's like St. Patrick's Day parade, I would imagine.
There you go.
I don't know what other parades they're having in Boston, except when the Patriots used to win Super Bowls.
Oh,
They don't win them anymore because they got rid of the Tom Brady.
oh boy.
Oh, boy. That's going to alienate our New England audience.
Going to make people mad.
All right. Well, I'll get over it. So, that's our cuts. Both cuts, really good. Those could have been on the top 5 easily, but obviously something had to fall off. So with that, what is your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is one that you will appreciate. It's In Bloom by Nevermind.
Oh, this is probably the best song you've had all together. So
The whole
great.
album is great.
My favorite album of all time.
Is it?
Yep.
That needs to be. We got to do that one time.
Yes.
Pop albums.
I
Favorite.
have a whole episode on just this album.
Yeah, so that, as we've already stated, is In Bloom by Nirvana. Came out November 30th of 92.
92.
Yeah, because we're talking about 92. But
Shocking.
yeah, I remember that one. There's a story that goes around that talks about people trading in the record sales. They're not really sure that they can calculate it accurately. I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right, because people were returning. I think it was Michael Jackson's album that came out.
The black and white.
Something like that.
I forget what it was called. But yeah.
And so they were returning it.
And buying Nevermind.
Buying Nevermind. And so it
Good trade.
skewed the sales or something like that. But I
Gotcha.
remember trading in something to get this.
Yeah, so good.
I did exactly what that says.
I love this album. So
I remember you had the cassette.
I did.
And I remember it was
listened to
kind of the inside the, I don't know why I remember this, inside the liner notes. I think it's Dave Grohl. And he's flipping. Yeah, and he just like this. Yeah. And I just remember thinking that whole album was just so different.
Oh yeah,
than anything we'd ever listened to. The sound was different. The packaging was different. It was the naked baby on the front, and it was just Remember all the naked babies had the posters would have the parental advisory right over his little wiener.
Mine had him swimming. So I still got a clean copy.
I have the original CD. I still have it.
Trivia about In Bloom. I read the band actually wanted that to be the first single off of the album, but the studio wanted Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, so. I can see that.
But it's a good song.
Dr. Dre's real name.
Yes.
Andre Young.
Andre. There you go. You found it.
Yep.
I knew you'd find it. You just had to work a little bit.
Yeah. We sent it over to the boys up
to the research department
in the desk at the front in the booth, and they helped us out.
So for my cut, I'm going to stay in the grunge area, and it's going to be by Alice in Chains. It is Wood.
Good song.
Great song. You're selling them short with the good. Great. It's just a great song to listen to.
Yep. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Off the highly successful Dirt album, appeared on the Singles movie soundtrack. That's what made it famous. Hit number 31 on the Billboard Mainstream Rock chart. Probably my favorite Alice in Chains song of all time, which is something to say because there's a lot of really good Alice in Chains songs.
That's a good one.
And I didn't listen to it till around 1995, actually. Missed it the first time around. Missed the whole Dirt album for about 2 years. Not sure what I was doing there, but...
yeah, I got to that one late.
Dirt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got to Alice in Chains late. I have to admit that.
I mean, it's weird we got to him late because we listened to Man in the Box. That was a year before this. 2 years before this.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it is what it is. Obviously, you were busy listening to DOS Effects and The Chronic.
Like the good stuff.
Like the good stuff. And you didn't worry about the Alice in Chains. So,
no.
All right. Well, that means we've gotten to the long-awaited number one songs.
All right.
And what in the heck could be your number one song?
You're not going to be surprised.
I would probably not.
My number one is...
the second best song on this. Second best song you've had.
Love it.
So good.
This was my second CD that I ever purchased.
Yes. I had this. This is my second favorite album. And I would say this is my second favorite Pearl Jam song of all time.
Second favorite?
Yes.
What's your first?
It would be Black.
Black. Oh, you went with the slow.
Really like Black.
Gosh, what do I say about the song? August 17th of 92. Yeah, the song was inspired by a newspaper article read about a high school student who shot himself in front of his English class in 1991. It was very sad, very dark. Yeah, it got Video of the Year in 93. Became the most successful song from the 10 album on American rock charts. It peaked at number 5 on the U.S. Billboard Album Rock Tracks and the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks charts.
I saw an interview with Eddie Vedder that after this, they didn't make very many videos. As a Pearl Jam fan, you know that.
True.
They didn't make a lot. In fact, for the Versus album, they made no videos, and the studio wasn't very happy about it. But they'd made none. No music videos. And Eddie said, well, we won the Music Video of the Year award. He goes, where else could I go from there? So why do I need to make any more videos?
Yeah.
So that seems like an Eddie Vedder thing to say.
Oh, yeah, they were very anti. Well, and then they did the whole Ticketmaster thing, which proved to have some merit to it later, years later. But yeah.
Well, that's a great song. Great number one. My number one goes in 180 degrees the other direction. R&B off of the Boomerang soundtrack. Probably the best song of 1992. It is End of the Road by Boyz II Men.
Wow.
Now this could be a booty jam and a love song. This has a dual-hatted purpose right here. It starts out as the love song, and then it moves to the booty part.
So you consider this a booty jam?
Very much so. At least from my personal experience.
Wow. Okay.
So the song was written by Babyface. Sounds like a Babyface song. And it's the group's signature song. And they've even admitted that too. So it was number 1 on the US Hot 100 for 13 weeks. At that time, a record 13 weeks. Then there was this minor 2 weeks where The Heights was number 1. And then Whitney took them out with her 14-week run with I Will Always Love You. It was the number 1 single of 1992, as I said, earned Boyz II Men 2 Grammys. It was also number 1 or top 10 in 16 other countries. And as I said, and is worth repeating, one of the best songs of the 90s and all time.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I can go with that.
I love that song.
Yeah, I was a big Boyz II Men fan.
I still like Boyz II Men.
I like them.
You may have given up, but I'm still there with them. Even though there's only 3 of them left,
I was going to say, they
still like it.
They're a man down.
They're a man down. He left. He had other things to do. So, well, that takes us through our lists. I think pretty solid, good playlist. You got, what do you got, 13, 16 songs there that'll give you a good snapshot of the 1992.
92.
Yeah. Some songs I also saw that didn't make my list, but were really good. I had Baby Got Back, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Overplayed.
Save the Best for Last, Vanessa Williams.
Oh.
Former Miss America.
I had that.
Had to turn her crown in for what reason, Rob? Trivia.
Pose for Playboy.
Penthouse. Close.
I knew it was a nudie man.
It was one of those. Tears in Heaven, Eric Clapton. A little bit of a sad song. I think he won a Grammy for that, if I'm not mistaken. As you spoke about earlier, Michael Jackson, big song, Black or White.
Yeah.
Video, pretty good video. Right? I'm Too Sexy, right? Said Fred. I know you like that one. Life is a Highway, Tom Cochrane. Remember Tom Cochrane?
I do.
Rascal Flatts remade that. Not a big fan of the remake.
Nope.
And then it made it on the Cars soundtrack. We'll let that go anyway. Come and Talk to Me by Jodeci.
Ooh, I liked Jodeci.
Jodeci. And where does Jodeci fall?
What do you mean?
They're 1,000% in the booty jam
Oh,
category.
all their stuff is booty jam. They were like the anti-Boyz II Men.
Yeah, they were the other side.
They
no shirts, clothes aren't matching. I think they wore like bulletproof vests and stuff. They were the tough guys.
Yeah, they had an album called like the something in the After Party.
Oh, nice.
And it was kind of like a concept album, and everything was about the booty.
The booty.
Like from the beginning, it was just telling a story of before the show, during the show, after the show, and
it's because it is their duty. Tap that booty, Rob. That's what they do.
A song that came out in '92 was "Creep" Radiohead.
Oh, really good.
Yeah,
I like that song.
That was up there. Tennessee.
Oh, very good. Arrested Development. Playing Horseshoes.
Oh, we're going to go a deep cut here. "Achy Breaky Heart."
That's not a deep cut. So, well, that brings us to the end of this episode of Totally 80s and 90s Recall. Since you're going to bring Billy Ray into this, we hope it's been a dope look back at our favorite songs of 1992. We were doing good, and you killed the pod with that. Nobody wants to hear that. If you like today's musical choices, we have provided links to Spotify, Apple, and Amazon playlists in the show notes, so you can really relive all of our great songs we showed you today. We showed. You can also find playlists for all of our other musical-based episodes as well in all of our show notes. Finally, we'd like to thank all our listeners, whether it's your first time or you're an avid subscriber, for hanging out with Rob and I. Hopefully, we gave you an hour or so of some laughs. And don't forget to tune in for all new episodes of Totally 80s and 90s Recall every Tuesday.
What are we doing next time?
Well, we're going to travel real far into the future, and we're going to look at our favorite songs of 1993. So we're going to do this in chronological order, Rob.
Okay. All right.
So another year of high school, another year of booty jams and grunge music.
I don't think booty jams were a thing yet for me.
they
Maybe
were-
for you.
They're a thing.
They weren't
Look,
for me.
booty jams are a thing, Rob. And
They
they'll
were
always
thing, but
be a
not
thing.
93.
Yes, they were a thing in 93.
For you in 93. Booty.
I mean, look,
No.
I didn't have the booty to go with the jam, but
That's
I knew what the booty
Okay.
jams were.
All right, that's
I
fair.
just couldn't make them go together. So one of these days, later down the road, I was able to put them together, but not yet. So,
Not yet.
all right.
No.
You got anything else?
I got nothing else.
Nothing. Fancy goodbye?
I got nothing.
Nothing.
No fancy goodbyes.
No fancy
All
goodbyes.
right. Peace out.
All right. Peace out. No booty, only the jam. That's all I had.
Putting together.
Can't put them together. I tried so hard.